Welcome to the Farm RPG Podcast. I am your host, Bhelogan. In this episode, we have a player spotlight with Simon, known as SimonNeu in-game. And we have our very first segment of Tea Time with Auggie and Boobun. Hope you enjoy. This is another player spotlight. I am your host, Bhelogan. With me today is a player whose username is SimonNeu, but likes to go by Simon. Welcome to the show.
Hi, welcome.
Simon, thanks for reaching out to me and volunteering to be on the podcast. Really need more players to do that. I'm happy to have you here set an example.
Yeah, definitely. I only listened to the last two podcasts. Now I really enjoyed it, and I decided, let me be on it so other people can enjoy it as well.
Very cool. Well, you've got a lot of catch up to do then if you've only heard the two episodes, but there'll be plenty more to come in the future as well.
Can't wait.
So Simon, how did you first learn about Farm RPG?
So I was scrolling through the App Store. I like to play idle games. I download them, play them for maybe an hour or two, and then delete them. So I came across Farm RPG, the App Store was recommending it for me. Mm-hmm. And there the story starts. I downloaded it, thought it's going to be another pass-by game that when I'm bored, I play. But I started playing and just couldn't stop. Just 5 months later, and I'm more invested than ever.
Well, I'm glad it lasted longer than the hour or two that most idle games do. What was it about it that hooked you?
So in the beginning, it was most likely the quests that kept popping up, so you don't get bored. That's what happens with most games. You start playing it, and after a little bit of playing, especially mobile games, there's just nothing to do. It's just repetitive and waiting. Any type of game it should be. As you play and progress, the quests get better and better, and there's constantly for you to do. That was the first few days, and then I started seeing the updates every day, 2 days from Firestream, and it was I'm almost 6 months in the game, and it's constantly updating, and it's keeping me I think of it as a kid in a candy store. Every time there's an update, you just go and look at it to see what's new and it keeps it fresh and exciting.
Even as staff members, we're always looking forward to what updates are going to drop. Sometimes we have a little bit of a view of what Firestream's working on, and other times he's like, check this out. We're going to test it really quick, and then it's going live.
You mentioned one of the episodes, the F is really secretive, so I could just imagine there's surprises here and there that you guys wouldn't know of.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes we wish you'd run them by us first so we could point out problems, but that's just the nature of developing on the fly. The way it goes.
I guess so.
So you've been playing, it looks like you created your account back in January 4th, so start of the year. So it's been about 5 months now you've been playing?
Yes.
You've got a pretty good grip of the game. If you were going to describe what Farm RPG is in one sentence, how would you do that?
I'll describe it. I'll describe the community first, and then the game. At least to where I'm now, I enjoy so much the community of the people I'm constantly daily chatting with, and then the game is a side bonus to a certain extent. It's just amazing how helpful, how nice everybody is, and then you have the game to play it along with it.
Yeah, that's definitely a huge shout out for the community, a really constant theme we hear from everybody. And I think that is really what makes the game stand out from a lot of other idle games that you talked about is that community. Although I'm surprised how many, when we hear the statistics, there are a lot of players who've never accepted the code of conduct and don't ever chat.
Well, we saw that with the hot potato event.
Right?
Definitely. I mean, the first day everyone in chat had them, then we found additional, I think, 6,000 players that did not chat. Yeah, I think that's the number roughly that didn't get the hot potato in the beginning of the event.
Right. And eventually we tracked them down and sent them hot potatoes. Whether they chatted or not, they were going to participate, darn it.
I don't think anybody who logged in that few days that didn't get a hot potato. It was impossible. They got a hot
by
potato.
By the end of it, yeah.
They got a hot potato and 4 acorns, definitely.
By the end of it, with the script that Code Ranger had running to find players that were online, because if you didn't pull out of your mailbox, it didn't count. They'd be getting like 5 or 6 or 10 once the new game popped up.
And I played mostly with my phone, and I was trying to find online players. So I clicked a name, then went home and I had to scroll. And this was beginning of the event, and I tried to find it. And I was like chatting on the giveaway chat, like this username didn't get hit on this one. And like by the time I came back, there was already someone responded, I sent it already. And it was just going on and on and on and on.
It was a fun exercise, definitely.
I mean, in the beginning, I'm sure there was a lot of debates of the event, but I think by the end, everybody enjoyed, especially the bonuses. I definitely did enjoy that one.
We had an event that was kind of similar once back in Titan Conquest. I always end up talking about that game on this podcast, but we had a disease that was going around. And in that game, you have different areas you'd go to battle in. And so if you were in an area with someone else that had the sickness, then you would catch it. And it was kind of a big deal. It would give you like minuses to your statistics until you developed immunity to it. And that kind of passed around the community in a similar way the hot potatoes did.
So you guys were trying to run away from the virus versus getting it.
Well, once you got immunity, then you got some permanent bonuses. So everybody kind of wanted it, but then they had to figure out how to find the cure afterwards. It was entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what keeps the game so fresh and so exciting.
Always something new.
Correct. I mean, today in the chat there were like the new items of the upcoming new fishing zone, and one of them showed that it's selling like for 350 silver, 350,000 silver. The anglerfish, I think it's called, and it was like something new, something exciting, something unexpected. And everyone is debating what it is. Will it be from a fishing zone? Most likely not. Or will it be from like a new pet? If so, what's the new pet? So if you just like take a break of the game for about a week, you come back to like 3 new things.
Yeah, generally it's the case. Unless you take a break the week Firestream's on vacation. Then probably not.
Correct.
Not that often.
Yeah, it was about a month ago was that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, about that. So Simon, your in-game name is SimonNeu. Where does that come from?
So it's a play on my name. So my name is Simon. It's like evolved to Shimon from like school, and the NST is based on a second name and a last name that I have.
All right.
And this is that's like my username everywhere. Please don't go use it. Yeah, but please don't go use it somewhere. But that's like my username everywhere.
Luckily, sometimes you get those usernames that don't get taken a lot when it's not a play on something.
That's why I use it, because nobody takes it. And I remember the beginning of the game, there was somebody named Bill Gates. I will never forget that. So, of course, it's a name that can get taken, and it's based off a real person. The reason why I remember so clearly that name is I don't know what was exactly, but either was like he said, if you give me this item, I'll tip you, which is common. And I gave him, I was beginning, and I gave him, I think, like OJ or some stamp. And he tipped me like he didn't, or maybe just the opposite. I gave him some wood, and he was supposed to give me OJ. And I like gave him all my inventory I had at the time, which was like 500 maybe. And I was expecting a tip. And he gave me like two orange juices. Oh. So I typed on the game like, hey, at Bill Gates, for a rich guy, you're pretty stingy. And like, I don't remember who commented back. It was like, where's your manners? And I thought like, oh, sorry, I don't mean to be rude. Just his name is Bill Gates. Like, come on, you have responsibility here. And the other person was, so the person that replied to me was like, no, I meant it to Bill Gates. You're Bill Gates. You have to tip nicely. So, and I wrote back to him like, that's what happens when you take people like real people, you have to live it up.
You got to role play that persona at least a little bit, right?
Listen, you're Bill Gates. You got to tip nicely. At least I expect that.
So you mentioned You like to play idle games, but they don't last very long, typically on your phone. Besides Farm RPG, do you have any other games that you're currently playing?
Like I mentioned, I mostly play Pokemon Go. I use it for in a certain sense, my exercise daily. Like I go out to walk for an hour, and while I walk, I play the game. And it's also the same reason why I like it in a certain way. Is also because there's a community. Like you have over there, it's way bigger. But it's also, you have a community. I met a lot of people in my neighborhood that I never met with, that we hang out now with. It's the same type of idea on why I like the game. And it's also constantly updates over there with events. And these two games just pull me. But the benefit of Farm RPG, or the better part of it, is that you can play it everywhere. I can play it at home, or maybe the bad side of it, I can play it everywhere. And as I mentioned to you, I also sometimes people wake me up during the night, and I get up, I take the phone call before I put down. Since I go to sleep usually before reset, I check what's the community center today. Let me check it and let me see if I can get it. And it's 3 a.m. I check it and go back to sleep.
Right. It's my 3 a.m. I got to get up to go to the bathroom. My phone comes with me, and I'll quickly update my crafting and whatever's on my farm plots.
The problem is when there's an event, I stay up way more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If I see the event started, it's goodbye sleep.
Not going to happen.
No.
All right, Simon, is there anything you wish the Farm RPG community knew?
The Farm RPG community knew. That's a tough question to me. I'm not. I don't know the game. You're gonna cut this out, I hope. So,
no.
I started off this question so bad. There's something that I wish the Farm RPG community knew. So I don't dive into the game that deep. I know there's just all memes and songs, links in the game that people post or create. And I just love those. I wish it was easier to find. I think the other day I asked in the spoiler chat, what happened to the meme contest? Whoever wasn't on it, that was a blast for me. I was sitting there laughing at it constantly, even though the ones that I read, I remember the best one I liked was you had the meme of read the quest,
right?
And she's asking you, you sure? And he says, read the quest. And she starts 99 hops. I finished that quest already a long time ago, so I would remember. I just love that one. So I actually yesterday only saw the winners of those. But that's there's a lot of hidden things that you have to dig in to get in the game, not necessarily to play the game, but in the game, that will make the game much more enjoyable.
There are a lot of Easter eggs hidden in the library. This is very true. Correct. And not all of them are advertised.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I wish it was more accessible. I remember the Bruno one. The Bruno one made me laugh. Don't talk about Bruno. I don't know why one day was trending in one of the chats. Sometimes, and the chats in general, a lot of times can be a lot of fun. If you live in a certain chat, I know everybody lives in their chat. There's people you always meet in global spoilers and giveaway, and in giveaway, a lot of times people will try to create a gang, so everyone will change their emblem to either promote or whatever giveaway is going on, and it's a lot of fun to sit and just enjoy the chat. Like I mentioned, the chat is it's a big part of the game, and I cannot bring that out enough.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Well, let's jump to our last question. Simon, do you have any interesting facts about yourself?
Before we jump to the last question, this goes back to the chat. Before I reached level 99, I was 98 and a half, and for exploring specifically. And out of the blue, and I have to be thankful for her, and I'm making the shout out to this user, is Eldritch Goddess was out of the blue, PSAs at SimonNeu is 89, is halfway to 99. whoever can tip him with stam. I got in that 10 minutes over 1,500 orange juice.
Oh wow!
To be able to explore, and I was like, and I sent everyone a thank you, and like every day I'm going back and slowly sending them back just to show my appreciation. I don't know if you remember, since it was like 2 weeks ago, to just show the appreciation. And this is the community. This is the nice part of it. And you can see it like a lot of times happening. Like a user will be almost at 99 and they will get bombarded with stamina.
Get that going, help you get over the hump. Yeah, that's a cool story.
Correct. And so the last question is something interesting about myself is I'm a really boring person. Like I said, my work requires me to be available 24 hours, and just sometimes I go to sleep, and like I mentioned before, I just get up and just start playing the game, and I'm like so upset at myself. The next day, I just come into work like tired as I can get, but I knew that, hey, I got all my boards done and planks, and I'm working towards my masteries, and it's like 3 a.m. and start like munching on chips, which I shouldn't. But it just again, I just wake up and sometimes I just dive into the game when there's like a good I don't remember. I had it once when remember when the community, the CC was mealworms. Yeah, mealworms you can buy in the shop.
Yeah, I think it's regular worms, not mealworms. But
how much inventory size do you start out with?
200.
200. So I was at like, I think it was 250, or I was at 200, and it was I don't know if you can go back and check which day it was, but it was So I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw that this is the community and there's the Oprah achievement. I still didn't get it. And I started buying 200 and donating 200, buying 200 and donating 200. I got up to 50,000 donations that day just by buying and selling. If I would have known that this is most likely never going to come back and it's never going to be that easy to get to that achievement, I wouldn't have gone to sleep the following night. I would have just bought and donated.
Would have kept at it.
I just had this small inventory size. It was like one of the first few weeks of me playing before I was able to get the storehouse. I don't know, and I was still like gold was still like something I was hoarding, and I didn't get any of the perks because I was afraid. So I didn't like buy a bigger inventory size. Now my inventory is at 1,500. That would have been way easier. I wish it comes back.
Yeah. Would have been. Now, before we started recording, you told me an interesting story. You actually ran into somebody who plays the game.
So yeah, as I mentioned, with the story is, I live in New York and I was on vacation in Colorado, and at the entrance of the hotel there was this coffee store, and I was sitting there drinking my coffee, and I guess my phone while I was ordering, my phone was on, and the person serving me was like, "Is that Farm RPG?" And I was like, "Yeah," because I like I mentioned, I play Pokemon Go, and when you go somewhere, no matter where you go, you'll always meet somebody. So I'm used to it. Like meeting somebody and doing the trade. I was so shocked. I was so shocked at the moment. I didn't even become friends with him. I was like, "Yeah, I love this game. What do you like about it?" And he told me, "Well, there's this. I love the exploring." And I was told him like, "I'm so new." I started January 4 and I went like January 19. So it was still 2 weeks, and it was like before I got into the chat aspect of it. And I was like so shocked. I would never became friends with him. I have no clue who he is, or what's his username, if he still plays. But it was just a funny moment in the game.
That is awesome. Maybe we need to get like hats with the Farm RPG logo on it or something to wear when you travel. So you know who your fellow gamers are.
That something like a sticker pack to be able to use in like what is it called in social media,
right?
Like a buddy sticker to be able to respond to people. Like I use WhatsApp a lot, so that would be funny. Like they don't want to know what it is. They wouldn't know what it is.
They'll either get it or they're going to be scared when they see his face, right?
Yeah. So like,
why'd you send me that?
Yeah, like if someone is pissed at me, I just like send them this buddy sticker at him and like, what do you want from me now? I'll tell them go figure it out. So one of those things that Google will not be able to help you.
Maybe not.
You know what? I'm going to search right now. Buddy farm RPG, and I'm knowing what I'm searching for.
And you even know, yeah.
Oh yeah, it does come up, by the way. Like the first.
Oh, it'll come up. Yeah, the artwork for Buddy was purchased off of a specific store that sells assets, and I know it's been used in a couple other games that we'd seen people post screenshots from in the past. But
a lot of memes come up as well.
Probably.
Yeah, I've heard about corn jail, so I saved up 100 corn.
It's a good start. Add a couple zeros and you'll be close.
I think if you have an inventory size of even 4,000 that you have enough and you filled up with corn, I don't think that's enough corn saved up. Well, that won't be enough, right? I'm sure
not quite enough. Well, let's leave on a cliffhanger there for our listeners of how much corn they actually need. Thank you so much, Simon, for again reaching out to me and fitting in your busy schedule some time to come talk to us.
Not a problem. I really enjoyed it. Have a great one.
Welcome to a new segment called Tea Time on the Farm RPG podcast with me, Auggie, and with me I have Boobun.
Hi, it's Boobun.
Hi.
And there will be an occasional interrupt from your editor, Bhelogan.
Hi.
So me and Boobun, or Boobun and I guess I should say. I can grammar. I can talk good.
Whatever. As long as your point gets across. Grammar doesn't matter, right?
No grading for talking good.
Right. No, we talk very good. Good talk.
Yes, we talk a lot of words. And we're going to talk a lot of words for the podcast.
Yes, correct. That's kind of what this is about.
Yeah. We're going to look at all the updates. Where do you want to start?
Yeah.
You want to go top down or go down a little bit and go up?
Do we want to do, we could talk about the updates from the other day, which were the, how do you say it? Geomix Jubilee. We could talk about Geomix Jubilee, your quest line that just dropped.
It did. I kind of wrote it, and when I was looking at it, I was like, it's probably like Geomix.
Geomix, okay.
I think.
Yeah, I like Geomix.
Yeah, I'm Italian, so and it definitely looks like an Italian name. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So good old. Is it Andrew?
Yes.
Andy. We could call him Andy colloquially. I can't say that word, but yes, Andy. Like we know him. He's our friend, the founding mayor.
Or we could also call him Drew.
We could call him Drew. Oh yeah. I don't know. We have to like consult the lore and see what he likes to be called, I guess, or what he likes to be called, because I'm assuming he's long dead.
Yes, he is not in attendance.
No, he's not. It's a high level quest for the 4 9s, but it's about a celebration, right?
It sure is. Celebration indeed.
Sure is. A celebration. So good old Rosalie needs a lot of stuff to prep for this party.
Everything. Yes.
A lot of everything, mostly small screws.
Well, at least she doesn't need 700 skull coins. Tenfu.
That's true. Oh my god, the skull coins. Luckily I had those skull coins for that quest for a way back. Or was it a way back that needed them? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah. That's a fun new update. I'm enjoying that quest fully. I'm waiting on some shinefish myself. I don't know if that's a spoiler. It needs to be beeped, but yeah. I like it. And then
there's a lot more coming.
Oh, more coming. You heard it here first, folks. More coming from the quest writer herself.
Yes. Some of the quests are not super grindy, and some of them are kind of grindy, and then a couple of them I sprinkled in some like super, ones that will take more than 2 minutes for some people. I'm sure that there will be someone somewhere that will instantly finish every single quest. It's not me, but they're out there.
It's not Bhelogan because I didn't have my shine fish locked.
It's definitely not me either. So, but this is my only quest on my docket now. So I finished all the others until now. So I was at a beautiful 0 requests until this one dropped. So I like having something to do again. Gives me a reason to grind, right?
Shinefish jail.
Yeah, Shinefish jail. I'm stuck for a couple of days because of this cat. And then what else came out in that update? It was some new perks. Looks like some the raise of the bank interest perks. These are some big boy perks, though. These are like some big gold perks.
Yes.
I don't know. Somebody did the math, and it was like, what, 1,700 gold or something for all of them. So these are big boy perks. They all seem very useful, though. Bank silver interest cap, wine seller max value cap. So yeah, there's some good ones in there if you've got the gold.
And also, there is now a log for your wheel spins. I have to note.
There's a log. I did not even see that. I'm going to have to go back and look. That's cool. I didn't even notice. I just spin that wheel. I just spin the wheel and don't even look.
I hit 3,600 wheel spins at the time of recording.
Oh, let me go look at mine. Hang on. I'm going to town. I'm going to go. I'm not anywhere near you. I'm at 1565 right now as of today. I haven't done my free ones today. Okay, let's go. I haven't done them. Okay. Apples. Cool. Thanks. But yeah, so that was that update. There looks like there were some bug fixes, but I don't think we need to go over bug fixes.
Oh, I don't like bugs. There was a beetle in my house yesterday, and it was it was like on its back, so like it couldn't get up, and I had to go to work, so I told my boyfriend, I got him a paper towel, and I walked out the door.
Ugh. No bugs. We got a moth in the house the other day, but that's not nothing too scary. We don't have crazy bugs here in New Hampshire. We don't have any big ones, really. So I don't have to worry about that. It's just some big moths. That's it. So luckily, no bugs in my home. Thank God. But there was a big update. It looks like it was yesterday, which was the 20th. I don't know when this is going to come out. But this big update has a lot of things in it from what I'm seeing.
The art gallery is open to all players. So everybody that has 100 Runestone 11s can now have corn as their background.
I love the corn. I should get the corn one. I really want the buddy one, but it's like, who has that many buddy stones?
Nobody.
I don't think anybody, nobody. Maybe Buddy does. I love the buddy background, though. I wish I could have it. What background are you using currently?
Corn.
The corn? I have Lost Ruins because it matches my like spooky Frank, I think, pretty well. But there's some really cool ones in here. Some different ones that need.
I just went to check, and Buddy is not using the Buddy background.
What? Why? He should be.
I'm gonna
Somebody
petition
has to get on
this.
that.
I'll petition it once. Whenever I see Firestream online, I will petition.
Perfect. Yeah, he needs it. I feel like it's necessary for Buddy to have the buddy background.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. Oh, the other thing, it's now in beta, the Exchange Center, which has been something that Firestream's talked about for a while, but just kind of like sprinkles of mentioning it here and there. It was an alpha for a little bit, like a few days, I think, only. Maybe a week or two. Time is not real. And
time isn't real. I'm not an alpha, so I have no idea, but it's very, very cool so far. I've been checking it out. It's like free, not free. It's you can trade one item, a bunch of items for a bunch of other items that may be more useful. So I think here, let me go look at what one of mine was today. I don't know if everybody's has the same.
I think that they do.
What? They do. Everybody's are the same. So 100 bacon for 10 honey, which is worth it, I think, if you need honey. Bird's eggs for Arnie Palmies. That's a pretty good one. And snails for salt, which is kind of funny because if you put salt on a snail, it kills it outright. But yeah, the Exchange Center, very cool. And it looks like we are going to be able to swap XP for silver each day eventually. It's not there yet, but it looks like it's going to be going into beta next week, it says. So we can report back on how that goes once it hits.
Yes, I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
Also, new fishing zone coming in the future.
Ooh! Ooh, yeah, I'm super excited about the new fishing zone. I'm pumped. I can't wait. Hopefully it's going to be like a big silver maker. We'll find out, though.
Yes.
We will find out.
We'll have to see on that one. At least in alpha, the silver isn't quite as good as Large Island, but it does drop some interesting chests. So we'll see what happens when it actually gets implemented.
And also the new pet, the colorful bird.
Ah, yes, the frigate macaw. Like, I called this, right? I called it. I said, I want a parrot of some sort in our birthday up. I was like, I need a parrot. I love a colorful bird. We need more birds. And what happens a week later? A bird appears. A colorful bird appears to appease me.
You specifically.
Me specifically, but this bird brings some good stuff. Let's see what the bird brings. Hang on. I'm going to go over and we're going to investigate the bird. So, level 1 items for this bird: clownfish, fishing net, eye patch, plumfish. Level 3 items: pirate flag, pirate bandana, large chest 2, which is extremely needed with the new Jubilee quests because we need those small screws.
You need them.
And blue dye. We need them. We need those. So this bird is already paying for itself. Also, this bird's pretty cheap. I think it was only 400 mil silver, which is pretty cheap for a pet. And the level 6 items: skeleton key, crab claw, large net, which is bomb, and the anglerfish, which is the new, like, a new fish.
Don't sell them.
New mystery
He's
fish.
a big money fish too.
Don't sell them.
Yeah, he's probably
The mystery fish.
Probably pet exclusive, like the shine fish and the gold crab and
Ooh,
other
pet
ones.
exclusive fish. That's pretty cool. He's worth big money. He's worth
Don't sell them.
300,000 silver. Pretty good. I don't think I'll ever sell any of them.
Don't sell them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know for sure actually if it's a pet exclusive, but
Right.
he might be. That is pure speculation.
Pure speculation on our part here in the tea time area. But yeah, it's a pretty good pet for not a lot of money. I don't know what I bought it immediately and I'm all 9, so I don't know if it had like a specific. Actually, it probably says in updates. Let me see
It
what the level is for it.
Fishing 80 and crafting 70.
Okay, so it's not too bad if you're in the like the higher mid level. Pretty good. Like it. I like this bird. I'm a big fan. Big fan of the frigate macaw.
I'm glad you said the name of the bird because I didn't know how to say it.
A frigate. It's a type of ship, so I'm assuming it's like a pirate. Because it gives a lot of pirate items, right? So it's like a pirate's bird.
Pirate
frigate
parrot.
is it's a type of boat, a frigate. Yeah, maybe we'll add some more boat birds, like a schooner swallow, or I don't know. I have to think of other boats.
I don't know any boats or birds.
I know boats. I know some boats, and I know a lot of birds. I'm a big bird fan. I love birds.
The poop deck pigeon.
Ooh, a poop deck pigeon. I like that. That's good. We could do like oh gosh, like I'm trying to think of something. Because there's the schloops. There's a sloop, which is like a small boat, like a 3-man small ship, which I don't know what you would call a sloop. What kind of bird would be on a sloop?
Hummingbird. I don't know what the
hummingbird. A sloop hummingbird. Perfect. Love it. A hummingbird would be fun though. If we want to speculate on pets. I know Nethy really wants a giraffe. He always talks about a giraffe pet.
Maybe someday.
Someday, Nethy. I think I shouted out Nethy the last time I was on the podcast. And he was just like, hey, you gave me a shout out. He gave me a shout out. I was like, oh yeah, yes I did. But now I'm giving him another one. Here you go. This is gonna be a running thing where I say hi to Nethy.
Hi Nethy.
In my podcast appearances.
Yes, maybe we can have Nethy on a tea time.
Oh yeah, we should. We should invite him on. Have a little Nethy convo. We could invite other players on too. If you ever want to be on the tea time, I guess send Auggie a message.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll see.
Yes, we'll see.
Yes, message Augie to appear on tea time, not Bhelogan. Bhelogan doesn't do tea.
We will see. I don't have a beard, but I'm stroking it menacingly.
Twist the mustache a little bit for me.
Yes, the
Twirl it.
it's twirling. You can't see it because we're not on camera, and I also don't have one. But it is being twirled.
Right. It is being twirled currently. Good. I'm glad. I'm picturing this in my mind's eye currently. I invite the entire audience to do the same. What else is good? What else is going on in game?
The friendship bracelet.
Yeah, is it good?
Oh, it's good. So you get random items like hourly from like every hour from a townsfolk, and it can be cider, OJ, lemonade, nets. I think I've gotten some iced teas.
Wow.
Grapes, lemons, oranges, apples.
What level of the tower is that from?
I think it's from level 80. And let me just say, they will put, it's every hour, it's like anywhere from like 6 to like 15 of the same item every hour, regardless of if your mailbox is full.
Wow. So it bypasses the mailbox limit.
Bypasses it, yes. And it doesn't show up as part of, if I have something in my mailbox from a townsperson, it doesn't show that to whoever is going to send me whatever item.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like almost like having the villagers as pets at this point.
Yeah, but even better because it's good stuff.
But better. Because it's good stuff. It's stuff you can always use. That's nice. That sounds like I need to work on my mastery some more because I'm only at level 30. I'm such a slacker on my masteries. I got to like talk to somebody about my masteries. I could talk to you about my masteries game plan because I'm just the worst. I play the chat RPG aspect a lot more than I play the actual RPG.
Yeah, well, like what's like the closest things in your masteries? Like what's the closest?
Let me go look. Let me open up my mastery progress. So mushroom paste, I'm almost GM'd. It's at 86,000 at the moment.
Really?
Mackerels, yeah. Mushroom paste, I'm almost GM'd.
I have
mackerels, I'm also at 86.
I have almost 500. I have over 500,000 mushroom paste.
My lord, I see. This is gonna just call me out as the bad player that I am, and how much I actually craft, which is I craft nets, and that's like it, and stones, and that's and juice. And that's like what I do.
And now you know why Boobun was not part of the item mastery roundtable.
I'm like in here for the nets and the juice all day. But yeah, no, I'll have to send you a screenshot of all of my my masteries. Yeah, I'm close to just mastering hammers and buckets, but
you got to get them done.
No, I'm bad. I'm such a bad player. You can hit me. It's okay.
You heard it here, folks. Boobun is not a real gamer.
I'm not a real gamer. I'm a fake gamer. I'm a filthy casual.
It's okay though, as long as you have fun.
Yes, I have a lot of fun. I'm here for mostly the community. I love the community, so I'm happy to be playing my tap game while also talking to everybody.
Tap talk.
That's basically what it is for me. I love it.
It's almost like TED Talk, but it's even better.
Yes, it is like a TED Talk, but not. But it is better because there's things to do other than just listen to somebody who thinks they know more than you talk for an hour.
That's true. Most of the time,
and probably does know more than you.
Yeah, they do know more.
They 100% know more than me. They are smarter than I am, and that's fine. Sometimes some of them are very interesting. A TED Talk, but well, thanks for coming to my TED Talk about TED Talks.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch a TED Talk now.
Yeah.
Who is Ted? Who is Ted of the TED Talk?
I don't know who Ted is. I think it might be an acronym for something. I'm not entirely sure.
It stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design.
Ah, that makes sense.
I didn't know that.
Now we've taught somebody something today.
Now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
The more you know.
The more you know. Now we know what a TED Talk is, and we know TED is not a person. but a concept.
TED isn't a person. TED is a concept. Yeah, it's something to think about. Technology, entertainment, and design.
Also a nonprofit.
I think I watched Lizzo's the other day. Lizzo did a TED Talk. I watched that.
I don't remember.
Because as a fat person, I have to support my fellow fat people out in the world.
I don't remember the last time I did a TED Talk or watched a TED Talk.
No?
I've never done one. I've never given a TED Talk.
No, oh,
It
really?
would not go well. No, it would not go well.
Maybe we should do like a TED Talk, a Farm RPG TED Talk. Who would be good at it though? It wouldn't be me. That's for sure. You could see by my masteries that it would not be me.
It would be Bhelogan.
It would have to be somebody that's Bhelogan would do a very good TED Talk.
Yeah,
He's got the voice for it, even.
Yes, and he knows good. He knows the game good.
He knows game good. Yeah.
Yes, Bhelogan.
Here we go back to the English thing from the beginning. Bhelogan know game good.
Bhelogan talk good.
Bhelogan number one. Bhelogan do talk good. Yes.
He's probably going to edit himself into the podcast, like just sighing at us or something.
I don't know what in the world makes you think I would do something like that.
I hope so.
I expect
I hope
nothing
so. I
less.
hope he does.
I will be disappointed if he doesn't.
Yes. Same. Bhelogan, you heard it here first. We are going to be disappointed with you if you do not edit yourself talking back to us in here.
Yes. He should just do that for this entire conversation.
Look, be prepared for disappointment. I don't know what in the world makes you think I'm going to bail you out from your rambling and make it short or coherent or anything like that. No, you recorded it. You got to live with it.
How fun.
I don't know what you think's so funny. I'm going to leave it.
That would be really good.
Let's see if he can pull it off.
I would appreciate that.
This is an official challenge.
I don't know if he can. This is
a challenge.
But the thing is the people are going to come in from the beginning and be like, "Why is Bhelogan like talking to them out of nowhere suddenly, and he's not there?" And they won't know until this exact moment on why.
Exactly. They have to listen.
Yeah, exactly. Got to listen to the end to find out, to figure out the puzzle.
And now you know why Bhelogan is part of Tea Time.
Have we rambled enough?
Yes, you've rambled enough.
I think a 20-minute ramble is pretty good. I think we did pretty good. This is like a nice little segment.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me on this Tea Time where we talked about a whole bunch of different things. And
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me again. I love doing this, so I look forward to doing it more often.
Just don't expect me to bail you out next time.
We will. Okay.
Hell
farewell.
Yeah.
My casual.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.